What is up, guys? This is your boy Brandon Groce, self-taught designer, and today we're gonna be talking about, is UI UX design a good career? Now, let me start this off with saying the reason I'm getting into this today is because I got an email this week asking a very dangerous question. Is UI UX, and this is the context of the question, is UI UX design a good career to have that is future proof? Now, what that means is this a good job to have long term? And I was just so perplexed. I was like, what? I was like, of course it is. Where I was seeing this person's question come from, and I'm not bashing them, this is, this is a good question because this is, something that I can answer their question, as well as, hopefully put a seed in, their mind, or anybody else who has this sort of question too, as well as fear attached to it, because this was a fear-based question. Is it going to keep me, basically it was like, is this industry going to keep money in my pocket long term? And just to answer straight off, yes, okay? But there's things attached to that. So the where the yes comes from is, like, the internet and the age of apps is still so young. That shit is still, he's a teenager, he still got diapers on. That age is still young. What is it, the internet is like 14 years old? It's probably, it's somewhere in there, he's a teenager. So this is a very lucrative career to have. Now, with that said, going into the question that was asked, that seems to come from fear, because what that question was really asking is, is this career, is this job going to keep money in my pocket for, my entire life? This goes into uncertainty. What I mean by uncertainty is, we're feeling that we're unsure about what's going to happen in the future, a lack of, or a loss of control. Now, the good thing is our industry is purely about eyes and skill sets and experience. What that means is eyes seeing what the market needs, adapting to what the market needs, and then building the skills and experience in order to fulfill that need in the market. That is the simple equation of UI UX design. Okay, we use our eyes to see problems. We then build skills and experience to then fulfill the needs of those or problems in the marketplace. That's why our career is so lucrative. As long as you build the skills, as long as you have the experience or build the experience to solve the problems out in the marketplace, you will be employed or be able to get work, get client work, etc. It's a very flexible field. As long as you're able to build the skills, build the experience, and have eyes. I mean, if you have ears too, that works. But it's just being perceptive and very sensitive to what's going on in today's world, what's going on in the marketplace, etc. That, being that sensitive and being able to build up your skill set, which all that is required is trying and time to build skills. If you can do all that, then yes, the UI UX career is very lucrative. It is a very good career, and it's never boring, because what is required is, constant reevaluation of what's going on, what's changing, what do we need to learn, where do we need to get to, and then building the skill sets and solving the problems for ourselves to get to solve that next problem. And it's very satisfying. I've never really gotten bored with UI UX. Every day is just really a good day. Of course, you have your badass days. It's not like unicorns shooting rainbows at the ass every day. That would be beautiful, but it's a good amount of grind time and very fulfilling, in my opinion. So going back to this person's question, is UI UX design a good career? In my opinion, I believe it's an amazing career. I've not found anything outside of it besides jujitsu that is really like a chess game, figuring out how to solve problems, figuring out what is the next thing that we need to learn as designers to get us to that next level. What is the next thing? What is in the market that needs to be solved? What do I personally need to solve within my own gaps, my skill sets, to get to that next level? It's all about like chess to me, like or puzzle pieces. What hasn't been figured out? What hasn't been put together? What do I need to put together to get me to the next level? And I enjoy it so much. So with that said, guys, I just wanted to get this question answer it and come from a place where I'm sure plenty of people had this. I had this question when I was coming up. You know, is this a good space to be in? But where things changed is when my mindset was like, not so much about, is it a good career? Sorry about the noise, guys. Holy fucking shit. We doing construction. What you might want to think about when getting into this career is just think about how to solve problems, how to get to that next level, and you will be fine. This career is all about solving problems, and as long as you can do that and gain the skills and experience needed to then solve those problems, you'll be perfectly fine. So with that, guys, I hope to have answered this question. And just remember, when you're approaching things, there's always going to be uncertainty. What you can control is what you learn, what you decide to do with yourself, what the time you take to learn your skill set, and the experience you want to, get to that next level. There's going to be uncertainty everywhere. I might get to step out my apartment and some shit may happen, but I know that I can only control myself, and that's the one thing that I consistently talk about in all my videos. It's about control. And I learned this from my martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We call it position before submission, but it's basically just controlling yourself before and the other person, the market, or in our case Jiu-Jitsu, it's the other person. Control before you attack. It's about control, and the easiest thing to control is yourself. So as long as you're building yourself up, putting the time into yourself, working yourself up, then you'll be fine. So with that, guys, uncertainty, everything else that is like you can't control, put it out of your head. Control yourself, put the time in, get the experience, because one of the easiest things to trust is yourself. Because you've all you got. You can help. I can help you. I can say these things. I can, give you advice. But if you don't take action, I don't know what to tell you. But I know you guys can. If you're watching this, that means you're in the learning mindset. Otherwise, you would not be here. So I encourage you guys to, take these steps that are on my channel. Go out there, take those times to learn those skills, and just build yourself up. I'ma die. He's fucking with me now. He's like, you bitch. All right, so I'm gonna end real quick. So, Brandon Groce, self-taught designer, out.